So now we play the Behemoth, and this is a classic turn 3 play, you know, just 24 of stats hitting face, and yeah, our opponent played Elves, so yeah. Today, guys, I will be showing you #1 deck in Standard that took the crown just today as you are watching this video, and as you can see, it can do a lot. This will be a fun video, so bring some popcorn and let's go. Alright guys, so today I will show #1 deck in Standard, which is, right now, as I'm recording this, a mono green with, of course, Badgers, Space Dragons, and the Behemoth. It seems to be performing the best. I will be showing you some stats later, but man, I'm kinda excited to see mono green taking over. Our opponent is playing, you know, the Kona Solitaire, hoping to get probably Omniscience. I don't see blue mana, but I would guess they have blue mana. That's kind of the point. So we need to be fast. And alright. We could destroy this if we want, but not sure if it really matters. I don't think it does. So instead, we'll go this. This will be all of our mana, but it will also scale us really, really quickly. Was that the tap? That was a really weird tap. Alright, because that was the creature that needs to be tapped with the other guy. Alright, so now we are scaling. This is important because we don't have much time. We can destroy artifacts and enchantments in this deck with Scrapshooters. I'm always like sharpshooter. No, it should scrap. Anyway, so we can get rid of like synthesizers and stuff. And for anything else, we just make a lot of dudes, get tons of mana. Unfortunately, I'm actually like unable to draw Badger today, but believe me, in the future games, like in the video, you will see the Badger power, you know, and it will be a strong one. All right, our opponent decided to play Kona and tap it. What? This is a thing in Standard? No way, man. No way. All right, let's see. I think about Overlord. Oh, they went for the combo before they got the combo. Bro, they did all of this just to kill the Space Dragon, and that's probably the right choice. The card is terrifying. Okay, so I think we go as much ramp as we can, man, because we can draw the big stuff. I really need Badger, man. Can we mill? How much mana we have? 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could play it potentially on the next turn, you know? So then we'll go for the Scrapshooter. And I don't think we kill this. We don't have removal, really. So we don't care if it's indestructible or not. We tap this guy. No, we tap this guy. Because we can attack. We need to close this game because, you know, they have... they're a Kona gamer. So, you know... And we need to prove the superiority of mono green. I'll be honest, if you know, we always have some weird aggro deck at the top, so mono green feels better than mono red. At least there's no haste, so we have time to respond to stuff, you know. So now they have Sirima, and they will swing face. We have quite a lot of reachers, which is a nice addition to the deck. And let's see. I don't think they should have anything. If they played land last turn, I mean, they are trying to win without the full combo. I think we go for this, man. I think it's worth it. Let's go. We have a little bit of time. Not too much. Man, we could just swing. Okay, I need to think because I will get a comment that I didn't swing face. And they are taking so much damage. Okay, I think we will be aggressive. This is so much damage. 6, 9, 13, so it's nearly lethal already. And we can play this guy. I don't think I will kill this. I know we can destroy the artifact, but then they're doing a card. And this card can be something that combos with Kona. So that's a very scary decision to make, you know. So I think I will just go with this. We can always block with reach. Like, we can tank this for next 2 turns. But they need to draw something that wins the game with Kona. If not, like, they're not playing blue, so they don't have as good card draw as normally Kona decks do. So we can try to steal the game out of this. And I think we will... we could go way better because the whole deck resolves around Badger, doubling your mana. So we could be casting this with like tapping half of the creatures only. But I'm just cannot draw Badger for life today, man. Don't you worry, we'll win even with Badger and you will sit the full might in the next games. Alright, so this was what I expected. Like, I thought, usually they play the Overlords. So how much we have? I think now is the time for this guy. Let's go. We can tap. We actually can hit a lot, man. Behemoth, go? Nope. Nope. I got excited for no reason. Okay, I think we will go full control. Let's go full control. Because we can get this guy. So now the scaling starts. Okay, never mind. We can get this. I think we will wait 2 turns before we hit. Because we need a lot of power. Tap, sure, whatever. We keep the Reachers. And now we get the best scaling. To be absolute... No, they get a free block on the Overlord. So we need to wait 1 more turn. And then on the next turn, we swing all. Overlord was the only reason we didn't kill them on this turn, basically. Or at least took massive advantage, because they would be forced to block. But I don't think they can hit something like this again. And even if they can, we can probably start trading. So, looking good. Honestly, I wanted the Behemoth, so it drops, and we get the Trample, so we can swing all and probably win, but we kinda missed. Oh, this is terrifying, thank you. So this is not legendary. Okay, that's important. So they can get something, but what is it? Galta! Man, alright, I mean we have some mono green in standard, finally. This is not mono, but it's still green. Okay, and they use... Okay, this is interesting. I think we take it. Okay, they tap this, right? So they have 6 blockers. We have 8 attackers. That should be enough to kill. We take it. We take it like a champ to win with counter-attack. And proof. Oh, it still didn't drop yet. Are you... Bro, are you actually serious about this? Well, it turns out we are still better at Magic. Yes, please. Oh my god, man, the power gaming. Man, Trample, pretty good ability. Man, this finale was perfect. Like, we both dropped our bombs and our bomb way better. And this will start scaling, but I think with this we can outscale them. Oh, Amalia. The life gain doesn't matter for now. Too much. We take it, of course. Being on the draw kinda sucks because, you know, you are always behind. But I think we can make it work. But how do we make it work? I think this is good because it can ramp us a little bit better. And I think we play 1 recruit because we will be short on tempo, but we won't be short on value. So we can waste value to get more tempo. This is, you know, we usually joke here a lot, and you know, I'm usually focused on commentary mostly, so you know, sometimes there are some silly misplays, but if we are talking seriously, in this situation you can get more value from waiting for the offspring. You will have mana for it. However, if you assume that you won't play your hand anyway during the game, what is the target? This guy. So I mean, we can take the recruit. Well, let's go for the elves, because this is probably their next target for next shelter. So basically you can trade tempo for value and value for tempo, depending on the situation. And here I don't think we'll be able to play anything and, you know, have dead turns. However, we are absolutely out-tempoed because we are on the draw and they have good curve. So we need, you know, some small power more than just, you know, long-term value basically. I think we need to start with this and hope they have no sheltered. You could also get rid of this. And then what? Then we get a bit of extra ramp. No, we can do it on the next turn, when the dragon is already, you know, ramping up. We cannot block with it. They could double block, which is decent for them. But probably not worth it still. Let's go. I think it's worthwhile. They don't want to trade both of them. And we still have this to block, so they cannot attack with Sanctifier. This is something we don't want to block. So I think this is a good deal. free damage basically, because we wouldn't block with it, so it would just, you know, get wasted. Alright, one card we don't know about. This might trigger this. Let's see. And this will be fair. Oh, this is the card they want. But to be fair, how is this that they always have double sheltered on 10 or 12 cards? I'm checking it every single time, man. Every single time I'm like, alright, let's count the cards. It's impossible they have second. And man, it's like 80% that they have not only the first one, but also the second. Oh, I'm mad. So basically, I took the risk that I will lose to this draw. And I will lose to this draw. Oh man. It still might be a little bit salvageable thanks to this guy, but I'm really not sure, man. This is way more behind that we should be ever, and we are already on the draw. I think we play this guy, right? It resets the counters too. That's so bad, man. Yeah, I think we don't have time for more value. See, like we are still pushed for tempo, so those were some good calls before. They play the Pridemate and something else. They life gain Amalia's like 10, so we have to block it. We have Reacher, so this cannot attack. I think only Amalia can attack. So we use this small guy to block this. Yeah, I think we have to play like this. And we still have blockers for those, so they probably won't overcommit. I think this is good. We need to keep pressuring because our Wincon is swinging face so hard they die. And for this we need their life at manageable levels. But man, I'm not sure if we can do it. Like, I basically made a play that won against other cards, but not against second sheltered. And I took this risk because it should be a winning risk. We had like, what? 3 cards out of 50. And we lost this, you know, this game of chance. So I'm not super happy. I'm salty, man. I'm salty. This should not be the board state, but you know, here we are. And we need to start finding the ways. The only saving grace is the Space Dragon, because it can outscale them, but we need to tank for like 2 or 3 turns before that happens. We cannot play the Behemoth because we don't have Badgers, and not really too much, you know, ramp cards. But with Badger, we would get a land, and we can airbend. So if we had Badger, we could do the thing. Reach the bow animation. You cannot. So as we expected, we have to, you know, give the offering for the almighty Amalia. Oh man, this is way closer than it should ever be. I mean, this is something. This gives us a lot of creatures, so this might help a lot. We need to basically wait until this grows enough to scale the board like incredibly hard. As you can see, now we are pretty close to this, but we need like two more turns. We still need a lot of creatures. This will attack and this will attack. So we need 2 offering creatures a turn. This seems this, right? We need the Reacher to prevent the bat. I think this is this. We keep their life total around 20 to 30. Normally they would be at 50 if not those attacks, you know. So I think this is what we have to do, but I think we might be short 1 turn. Like, the Space Dragon will get the job done, but it might be too late. Okay, I wondered if they will take this block. I think it's still good for us. This is... So basically now we need to sacrifice 2 creatures a turn for those guys. If they trade it, then we only need to sacrifice 1 creature a turn. Yeah, they made the same struggle and same decision in the end as we did. So they play this. I hope this cannot activate the Innocence. Oh my god. As you can see, they scale pretty hard. Leyline. Leyline is not a bad card, man. Okay, so they just wanted the maximum count. That's interesting, because now they risk that this is a land, which will, you know, kinda crash their next turn. And they didn't need to take this risk. And 1 counter shouldn't matter because, you know, like we still block it. Yep. So they're offering a trade. That's interesting one. We might take it. This is yeah, because otherwise we need to sacrifice the... Well... Yeah, it's kind of the same. So we might as well do the thing. This is the block we probably have to take, whether we like it or not. I don't think they have pump spell. If they do, alright, you're good at magic. Like, I cannot take more risks. Like, this is already on the breaking point every single turn. I guess they get another, so maybe it was worth it. We cannot play the Behemoth. Man, we need to get some cards. We can Earthbend, so there's that at least. That is also pretty... Man, Earthbending can be... Man, I still do not appreciate this card enough. So this is basically 4 mana. I think we need to tap Elf. And this is getting kinda rough, to be honest. We can do this. No, this is not enough. We need one more. Okay, this might, but I don't want to tap it. So I basically want to play the Pollinator, but I also want the Earthbending, and I'm not sure if we can get both. This is a nice blocker. We can do it forever, but we lack 1 mana, so I think we get this mana. We get 1 green. We need as wide of a board as possible. And this also can scale us into Behemoth at some point. Do we attack? I would love to, but we're really short on creatures. I think we can go with this guy. Because of trample. We keep this for block. And this cannot attack because it's Space Dragon. We are entering the amount of power on this card that actually outscales them. Next turn, our creatures are bigger than Amalia. This is the time I said that we need to tank for like 2 or 3 turns before this dragon, gets the thing going. And here's a lamp from the top. They didn't need to get it, I think. Okay. Pummeler is decent, but I think it scales too slowly. Like, we are getting +8/+8 on every creature every turn, then +16. This scales way slower, so this probably won't matter. Unless they give it flying for... Do they have... No, there are no... Oh my god, they have starting town! This is a flyer! They can pay life, give it vigilance and flying, and swing, so... And we don't have reachers! Oh man, that's actually devastating. This is a kill on the next turn. So that means we need to win the game. Badger. That seems decent. I think it gives more mana than it costs. Well, especially with this. And now we go for this. We tap everything that gives mana. No, this is wrong. This is better. Because we aren't... This is end. This gives us 3 extra power. And that was a good play. This might be the deciding factor. See why we pressured so hard on the life total? Because that means that now... Okay, maybe that was overkill. I kind of forgot that this scales twice the Behemoth. Man, what... We beat double sheltered. The play that was literally the... Like, I played exactly for them not having sheltered. And we still salvaged it, man. And props to our opponents. Or I was too excited to emote, but good game, bro. Oh man, this is... Oh no, we have the perfect Badger opening, but we don't have lands to play them. We can play only 1 card, but this requires second play for ramp. I think we have to mulligan this. Okay, we got the Badger. It's fine. Alright, if we got the Badger, that's all we need. And we will go with this. Okay, I think with this we can make the play. We should be able to go all the way. And we can use Familiar to get, the 7 mana thing, because Badger is absolutely amazing. Let's go like this. We go with Badger. I will hello in a moment. I'm very, very focused. Focused Sloth right now. And now we can play the Familiar, because we can tap the Badger. That seems like a good turn. Hello. I'm sorry and hello. I'm hesitating between hello and I do apologize. Oh, so this is a Zultai Reanimator, and they are winning in 2 turns. Okay, so guys, do you see a big red clock in this part of the game? Because it states 2 turns and then the explosion happens. However, we can maybe go for it. I think we start with this. This is pretty cheap, by the way. This has trample, which is really nice. We don't go for scaling. We just need to start attacking already, because it's already late game. We are entering the late game, guys. I kid you not. Like, we have one more turn after this. So we need to probably kill them. They will create this. They get the blocker. They probably will drop Bringer and something. What is something? Oh, Bringer and Bringer. Okay, and... okay, we would need a math for it. Oh no, the forbidden math. Okay, so... if we attack like this, they block those two. Which means we are going through with 8... 12... 15 damage. I swing, I win? Did we do it before the clock with, you know, bomb attached to it exploded? I think we did. Bro, outplayed. Outplayed. Tier 1 decks fighting against each other, man. On the next turn, we would lose the game, guys. If I think we're on the play, so that means if we were on the draw, this would be a loss. So I'll be honest, this is not a perfect hand. We don't have Badger, we don't have anything we want to scale into. We will have to draw those cards. But we also have a lot of RAM. When this land, the more I think about it, the more insane it gets. Because you can create creatures that have no downsides. If they die, you get the land back, so you can turn land into a creature again. This is infinite value engine. Man, this is even good for... Man, do we play this in control? You can play this in control as the win con. And it's infinite value. On a land. Man, that's wild. Alright, back to reality, Sloth. And do we go for the... I want to have extra value from this. We are pretty low on value, man. But we can use... I will still play one of them. I want to go for Offspring as much as I can. But I think it will be a little bit too slow, especially that we're on the draw with bad hand. Like, we need to, you know, not make it worse than it already is. Like, we are already losing because we are on the draw with, you know, bad hand. Like, we don't have the big plays. Something I've noticed with this deck is enabled by the Badger, basically. If you don't draw the Badger, the deck is substantially weaker. When you draw the Badger, it's like, what the hell is going on, you know? Alright, they got sheltered, but we can still win the board. We could even get rid of shelter, to be honest. It might be a good idea. Or we just go for those guys. I think if we swing, it will be for thousands of damage, you know? So we don't really care about this life gain. We can use this turn to set up a little bit better deal. Like, this is basically a free card. If you pay 2 extra, you draw a card, in a way. It's not the craziest card, but it's still a creature that synergizes with the rest of the deck really well. Oh boy, can you... This guy has no chill, man. This guy has absolutely zero chill. I don't know what we need to destroy then. The possum druid. If we get it back... Okay, maybe. Okay, with Badger. Guys, with Badger, everything is possible. Absolutely everything. We will go with a forest, probably. Here you go, the untapped one. This way we get more mana. I mean, we can go for Behemoth, but it's a little bit too slow yet. So I think instead, we'll try to survive one more turn. Can we? I mean, we have Reacher. So if we get rid of Ethereal Armor, we will give the card. And this will be so close. I don't know what we will remove. If we remove this, we get the guide back, which really helps on the final swing. But we probably will die. Then we need to waste the Scrapshooter. If we destroy this, we probably still need to block, I would guess. I think this is better. Because we want a huge counter attack with Trample, and this creature might be like 9/9, and also it amplifies all the other creatures. So I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Bro, we can still play it. That's wild. That's actually wild, but we need to wait one more turn. It's only one turn, right? When this enters, they get trample. So we just need to chill, man. I guess we could attack with this. You know what? This damage might matter a little bit. Let's swing. We cannot use this land for earthbending. Man, maybe I tapped wrong. Maybe I should use, you know, this mana to get an additional creature. Maybe that would be better. I didn't run the math, but I feel there was an angle here, you know? We have one Richter. Cool. Bro, don't shelter my Scrapshooter. Please don't. Like, this is my gameplay. I need this to not be sheltered, because on 12 cards you don't have second one, right? Like, it's not like it's always there. It's always there. Outplayed. This deck is surprisingly consistent, because you have things like Raccoon that either ramps you or uses the ramp mana. So this is exactly the two parts you need in this deck. And the Space Dragon also is pretty cheap, and it scales like crazy. So, you know, you have options. You have options. What do we go? I mean, we need to get as much done on this turn as possible. Our opponent playing... I think so far it's mono blue, but could be Izzet. No, okay, so it's mono blue. So they have the water guy probably as well. Like sailors, spectral sailors probably, curiosity, and drowners. No way it's just a full control with readers. I think there's something there. Like there's something more here. Okay, so can we play the thing? No. With Badger we could, but this is a non-Badger game right now. Okay, so what we go for? I think we start attacking, man. I think we need to start push some damage. 4 is not the biggest deal. The first damage is like meh, but you know, you need to get them to this 10 and lower, and suddenly those attacks will be like, oh, now I need to react to this. Alright, Odger. One of the coolest cards, by the way. I wish we could use it more. And we can go 7 mana already. Our opponent is tapped with mono blue. Let's go. We'll tap literally everything for it, but I think it should be worth it. Because then you can hit the almighty Badger. I wanted to hit Space Dragon or something, but you know what? Badger might actually be better. You know, it's a new 2-drop, so pretty decent. Because then we can play Behemoth and swing all. And if we are tapped right now, it encourages our opponent to make a play, right? Because they know that this turn is free. And that also makes them tap during their main phase, which means that maybe we can resolve the Behemoth without much trouble. So we will see, but it's looking bright for us. Larcenist. So this is the mono blue always struggles with removal, so this is their way to go around it in a way. But they probably have bounce spells too, especially with Riddlers, because bounce spells basically get you behind on cards, which makes Riddler a little bit better later. Okay, and now we can make the big stuff, but they still have the counter spell mana, so we need to be smart about this one. If we play this, how much mana we can pay? I think it's too early, man. I think we need one more turn. Offspring? Because mana-based counter spells won't work really. Even if they have Marang, it just won't work. So if we spam the board a little bit, we make it wider, and then on the next turn we can go Behemoth without tapping our creatures too much, which means that more stuff will be in the board. And they cannot really attack anyway, right? At least not for now. And let's chill. We cannot attack on this turn. You need to punish mono blue for not having sweepers. So the downside of this deck is that they cannot sweep the board if it gets white. So you can basically accumulate as many creatures as you want during the game, and they cannot punish you for it. Like, they can just chill. Against normal control, this is instant, you know, GG. They sweep, you know you cannot recover. But they cannot do it. And they are not pushing too much damage. Okay, that was expensive. Okay, I think this is our opening. They have 2 mana, which means no 3 steps ahead. And negate... cannot counter creatures, of course, so they probably have only mana-based counter spell for the next play. And this is where we strike, because we can tap like 2 creatures if we know that thanks to this the behemoth goes through, you know? Yep, they start dealing damage because they know they need to, you know, finish the game at some point. I think they expect us to not have a big play. Because on the last turn we made small plays, and I think they took it as, okay, so you don't have anything meaningful. What they don't know is that we have the biggest of bombs, we just waited them to tap. And I think this is the moment, right? We tap a little bit, and we can pay enough mana. Scrapshooter, oh! Yeah. See ya. Well, that's a lot of damage. That's why you wait for the opening against blue deck. Now it's too late. Now it's too late. Sure, I will take... No. Oh, yeah. I thought it's a new one, alright? Don't judge me. Yeah, trample is the key to going through, you know, every board with those pure raw stats. Guys, do you see the future of this hand? Because, oh my god, it will freaking explode onto you. We can already unload nearly everything except Forest and this Behemoth on the next turn, which is absolutely, you know, it's fine. Nothing to see here. Oh, Tapla, oh my god, this will be something. Let's go this. Now we double the mana for Elf. Oh right, I also get a free creature, I forgot about it. And now we go Weaver. So on the next turn we play Behemoth. On turn 3. Nothing special about it, you know? There's nothing special about... Oh, a cute tutu. That's amazing. They want FOMO probably. Okay. I wonder if they use this mana. They can ramp with it. Okay, this is good. This doesn't change the board state. Which means that we play the land. Yeah, it's a good game. Like, it's a legit good game. Now we play we could go for this too. How much mana do we get with this? We can tap again, so we will have 6 mana, but we need 8. Alright, I mean, this is a decent turn 3 play, I think. Oh, right. We can just swing with... Oh, I guess we won the game. That was a turn 3 in standard, and our opponent played the elf, you know? And we have full board, man. That was probably the most disgusting game I have ever seen. This is turn 3 board, guys. 17, 20, 36, 36. Already hitting face, by the way. Alright guys, so I will show you not only the stats for this one, because surprise surprise it will be at number 1, you will see also the current top meta, so we are all about this value, like start of the outro and you already have full meta breakdown. This is the best data we have. I'm lurking every single day to see what's up, and it seems that this is like the first big deck that is with Badger and is actually taking over. And I'm not super surprised, the card is insane. I mean, what do you want me to say? It feels like it has one too many effects of what you would normally expect. Like, the ramp thing is insane. And this is also the reason why cards like this, which normally aren't played, suddenly they are amazing, right? Because this gives mana, which means that it gets doubled with the Badger. So that's why we have this type of build, and Weaver is absolutely shining, because most of our important cards are like, you know, 4 and 8 drops, because why not? So it untaps and it can swing, and that's pretty big because it already will get the extra counter with the Space Dragon, but most of all, Behemoth. You can play it, it untaps, and suddenly you get like 13 of extra, you know, power on attacking, so, and with trample of course, and it also has reach, which is nice. You can scale those reachers super hard, so flyers cannot go through you in time usually. This land is actually insane when you think about it, because what I at least thought, okay, you make a creature and then, you know, when it dies, it's fine, and you got some value. But man, the land is coming back, which means you can earthbend it again and again and again. This is never-ending flow of creatures. So with this land, you basically have pay 4 mana, make a 2/2 forever. Like, it's infinite card advantage in a way, and because you have so many basics, it basically has no drawback. It's just a better forest, unless you draw, you know, only those basically. And in the worst case, oh no, it's tapped for one turn. So this land is actually insane when you think about it. And yeah, I mean, we won't probably talk too much about the deck. You've seen it. It's pretty straightforward deck. Honestly, I'm rambling at this point. You get the idea. Be on the play with good draw, and this deck is unstoppable. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more mono green on the channel. If video performs, we will make more behemoths, space dragons, and of course, the one card that seems a little bit good, Badger. So yeah. Thank you to all the patrons. You guys are absolutely awesome. And yeah, hope you are having a blast today, and see you guys tomorrow.
With